Hey guys, I am here with up and coming Norco pro rider Lucy Schick. Lucy getting the invite, the call up with the pros for the CLIF Summer Series here at Crankworx. Lucy, how you doing out there at Kicking Horse?
I'm doing super good. It's been a wicked time, like a week in already, and I'm loving kicking horse, so it's been a lot of fun.
All right, so I want to dig in a little bit to your past and your pathway to where you're at now. You grew up in Sechelt on the Sunshine Coast. What got you into mountain biking, and how did you kind of transition from, I guess, dabbling in it to where you are now, kind of pursuing a career as a pro rider?
So it started way back in grade 10 when I won a mountain bike through Bike to Work Week. And also that year we happened to have a mountain bike team at my high school. So I joined it. I was the only girl, but I got a full suspension mountain bike and I thought it was the sickest thing ever. And yeah, I just kind of started then, just following them down trails and getting to know how to ride a bike. And yeah, I just loving it even more. And then I started racing and yeah, moved into Enduro.
Cool. So you've been pursuing enduro on the Norco Canadian Enduro Series and a little bit kind of dabbling in Enduro World Series, or are you going full pull with EWS when it comes back?
I will be doing mostly EWS when it comes back. I did almost the entire season last year of EWS, and I loved it. I also loved the Canadian National Enduro Series. It's a great starting ground, and some of them are even like harder than the EWS I've done. So it's really good training, and it's great to have such a good series back here in Canada. I feel like it really prepared me well for going to Europe and racing EWS with again all the pros and stuff.
Yeah, so speaking of going to Europe and racing, a lot of people have been kind of comparing the Kicking Horse Enduro track here on the CLIF Summer Series to some of the European stops on the Enduro World Series. What do you make of that comparison?
Yeah, I found it very similar, especially to Zermatt last year. They have that high alpine kind of rocky stage to start it off, and they were both really similar. They also had a bit more pedaling than last week, and I did notice it was a lot more like EWS, and I definitely thrived in it, and I really enjoyed it more.
Cool. So you're part of the Norco team. I heard that you guys did a team trip to Pemberton. What was that all about? It looked awesome.
Yeah, we spent a day filming all over Pemberton. It was a blast. We were at Lucas's house, which is it has like a pump track and dirt jumps. A lot of fun. Like you never get bored there.
Yeah, the cruise compound, those guys have they've got it put together pretty well. If you love biking, there's, like you said, a little bit of everything. So how important is it? Obviously one of the crazy things at their place is those jumps. Are you hitting those giant jumps with Lucas?
I did actually hit the first one. I was pretty stoked. I did it on my trail bike, so my Norco site, which wasn't the ideal bike for it, but I managed, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's sick. I mean, that's one of the best things about being part of a team is everybody brings everyone else up and you all gain something from it. So stoked on that. Congratulations. I want to go now a little bit into the future and the present. So you're ticking along, it's COVID, you're hanging at home trying to train, and then you get the call from Crankworx to join the summer series. How did that feel to know you were going racing again?
I was so excited. I kind of heard some rumors about it, but I never thought I would be invited. So I was super happy to get the call. And it's been a blast. Like racing against all these women is pretty inspiring. I've looked up to them for a long time. So racing alongside of them is pretty special.
Lucy, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on Crankworx Connect. It's always a pleasure to catch up with young up-and-coming athletes. We wish you the best of luck in the rest of the CLIF Crankworx Summer Series and on the rest of your stellar mountain bike career. Thanks so much, Lucy.
Thank you so much for having me.